Look at the camera, Tom. Hello, insiders. We have a sneak peek, and this one is about our favorite topic, monetization. And it's kind of a cool pilot idea, so I wanted to just kind of share some of the outlines, get your feedback. We really appreciate all of the input from the Creator Insider channel viewers. And let's just get right to it. So here's the thing. We get that it's frustrating when a video is incorrectly demonetized. You know, you get the yellow icon, you look at the video, you are aware of our video or our ads guidelines, you believe in your heart of hearts that it meets those guidelines, you appeal, you gotta wait for the appeal is approved, and then you're like, hey, like I told you, like I knew it met the guidelines, right? So I get why that's frustrating, and we totally do. That's not good for us, it's not good for creators, it's not good for advertisers. So whenever that happens, it's something that we'd want to sort of minimize. And so part of the effort has been, well, let's be more transparent about what the video guidelines are. So there's a link below to Barbara's interview with someone from the ads policy team going through what all those guidelines are. We've also made significant improvements to the automated classifiers themselves. So thanks again for all of those who've appealed when we've gotten it wrong, because that data helps us further improve those classifiers. And links below for the videos where we've discussed those improvements. But one of the things that has come up in the comments, I as a creator would be happy to give you more information. I know exactly if my video has, you know, profanity or not, or if it has extreme violence or not. Why don't you just ask me and I'll tell you? And so the argument was, you know, you as creators, you know your videos better than anyone, better than potentially than any algorithm could. And so what about this notion of self-certification? So it actually was really intriguing and really helpful to get that input. And so we ran a pilot a few weeks ago with 15 creators, and they answered a series of questions before they published, like, does this video have profanity? If it has profanity, is it light? Is it occasional? Is it, you know, severe? I don't know the exact questions, but we'll actually link below with the sample form. So we ran a pilot with 15 creators, and before they published, they would answer a series of questions about the content of their video that basically aligned with our ads guidelines. And it turns out that the majority of those self-certifications were very consistent with the determinations we would have made internally with our human reviewers. And then 90% of the participants, of the creators, said they would do it again if they knew that it would reduce the chances of them being incorrectly demonetized. So now we're thinking about expanding this pilot to see, like, okay, well that was with 15, let's see if we do it with more, like how would that work out? And to be clear, it's kind of a big and profound experiment, because the video would only be demonetized subsequently after a human review. So obviously this approach emphasizes a lot of shared trust and accountability, because you can imagine, you know, if a creator indicates everything, it doesn't have any of these things that advertisers don't want, and it turns out that it does, and we incorrectly monetize it, so it's the opposite of incorrect demonetization, that would impact the advertiser, which would potentially impact their spend on YouTube, which would then impact the whole creator ecosystem. We could structure it so that maybe we, you know, have sort of like a continuum of trust, or you over time have a track record for being accurate about self-classification. That could be one way that we could mitigate it. And obviously in egregious cases, maybe that privilege would no longer be available. Anyway, stuff that we'd want to work out. So I think there are probably ways we could mitigate that risk, like in terms of like the track record of the accuracy of the self-certification, and maybe it's not available to everybody right away. But if the pilot were successful, we would expand it further. And the data would not only help us make better decisions about those specific videos, but it would also improve the classifiers in general, and that would improve the accuracy of monetization decisions for all videos. So if you're curious, there's a link to a sample form below that gives you a sense of the kinds of questions that we would potentially ask. You know, one of the controversial things is like, wow, that's a lot of questions. Like, someone just wants to upload a video, like, do they want to go through this thing, and will they really understand what these things mean? What you think of the form? Do you think it's too onerous? Would you prefer, hey, just get the classifier, keep improving the classifiers, and let me appeal when I have to? I don't want to do, you know, all these questions. It'd be great to kind of get your thoughts. So take a look and let us know what you think. But hopefully it works out, and it will help as one of our many steps to improve monetization for creators. So we'll look forward to seeing what you all think. In the meantime, keep it real.